Google Sheets is Google's spreadsheet tool where it allows users to record, sort and organize their data. Once they've decided on the data they want to collect, they're able to add titles to the different rows and columns so that they're able to organize the information they're going to be collecting. What they may need to do in order to be able to see the data a little bit easier is they'll be able to freeze different rows and columns. So in this example, I may want to always have row 1 frozen and column A. So if I go to View, Freeze, and select one row, it means that regardless of how far down I scroll, then the top row will always stay there. And again, the freeze, I can freeze one column, and it means that when I go across, all the information I'm gathering on those pupils or that they're inputting into their recording sheets, they can keep all that information and always see their names as they're going along. You can see in this example that I've put in the number of laps that have been covered according to each pupil, and then at the end I've got the total, so I could either add them all up and just input the total, or I can use the functions. So let me just get rid of this. The functions is this little symbol up at the top, and it will be applied to the cell that you've selected. So selecting the functions, I can then select sum, and then I select the cells that I would like it to add together. So from there, you can see that it adds up to 25. And what I am able to do is to select that cell, and the formula that's been added to that cell, I can apply to other cells by dragging that box down, and then it will automatically add in that bits of information. Now, in this example, this is our digital tracking tool. I may want to hide certain cells if they're not being used in the school. So if I've got a school that's got several year groups in the same class, I can select the column and then I can choose to hide that column. Often it can be better to hide the column rather than delete it, because the formulas that are applied to different cells may have an impact later on. So again, if I go back to this formula, to this example, what I can also do is have the data that we've collected arrive in different colors. So as I'm typing in different results, if I select the conditional formatting within the format tool, you can see that the rules are that if the cell is not empty, it will turn green, and I can select from different rules to give me different results. So if I've got is less than or equal to, and then I select my value, 3, I may choose that I want that to be red, and I can then add other rules that will apply to the other pieces of information. And then finally, the last thing that learners may need to be able to do is to select their data, and they may want to view it as a chart. So in the more, we can select the insert chart, and it allows us to see the information we've collected. They can then select the graph that best represents their data. And at the moment, we can see that we've got pupil 1, 2, and 3 across the bottom, and I may wish to have them up the sides so that we've got the different pupils with the different color lines, and then we can see the data there.